Welcome to the Powercast, live with you every Tuesday night with my partner in crime, to your far right, Mr. Eric Vasquez. In the hot seat, special guest tonight, a new agent on our team. Very excited to share with you, Mr. Aaron Magun.
How are you, everybody?
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Amity High School.
Amity High School.
I did, and then I went to Johnson & Wales University.
That's pretty awesome. So in Johnson & Wales, you studied?
I studied culinary arts and hotel and restaurant management.
That's fantastic. So what was your first job after college?
I opened up my own catering company.
That's pretty wild.
Right out of college.
Wow, what was it called?
It was called Aaron Magun Catering.
Cool.
It was located in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I had it for a few years, and then I wanted to move to New York City. So I moved to New York.
Yeah.
Which is where I worked for a couple country clubs. I opened up Resorts World Casino. I was the executive chef there.
Oh, what executive chef? That's pretty cool.
They don't. It wasn't until I moved to New York City where I started getting into the real estate business about 10 years ago. About 10, 12 years ago. I worked for a company there called City Habitats.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Big
it
company.
was very cool. Big company. I worked there for a few years before I decided to move out to California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, New York and California.
Got to hit them all while you're young, man.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't do it then, you can't do it now.
That the people to afford to buy a place in New York, which is why Connecticut become the mecca of New York, is because to buy a property in New York is so outrageously expensive that it's become, you know what? And actually, let's just start back to New York for a minute, because New York people who have been living in New York for so long love New York because of the conveniences, right? I mean, anybody from New York said, I'm never going to move to Connecticut because I've got in every corner everything I need, from food to groceries to restaurants to excitement, nightlife, everything else. Connecticut has actually began to really open up their downtown areas in different towns, whether it's New Haven or Hartford, making it very New York style based with all the coffee shops and restaurants and bodegas, all the things to be convenient to the fingertips of the clients today. So now these people are coming to Connecticut and buying.
They are.
And it's great because you've got the experience and work with people from New York. And you know the dynamics and how they think and how they act and how they feel, which is another big compliment to you as a realtor. A great realtor to get a hold of, by the way. So let's just make sure that Aaron Magun's information is on the screen if we don't already have it. I'm sure that the guys behind this computer right now are Aaron Magun, your name, your phone number. Let's get everybody out there, your cell phone number if they need to get in touch with you.
Sure, my cell phone, if you want to get in touch with me, is 203-631-5843.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And an email address?
Do we have the email? Do we have the email up there as well, guys? We do?
Right.
Awesome. Great.
All right. And then a website for you would be aaron.teampowerhousecellsct.com.
That's it, Dave.
So you can get to Aaron's website to look at properties, go shopping as well. Very important to be able to get in touch with him. We tend to give out things of value to you, right?
Sure.
We want to make sure that it's a class. No, it's a nice closing gift that helps you remember not only who we are, but more importantly, the connection you made with that person. And things that kind of you get to enjoy later on as a nice gift. And one of the things that Team Powerhouse does is give great gifts to their clients who buy and sell homes. Pretty cool stuff. I know that Eric is always very creative. I know I try to be as creative as possible as well. And it's exciting for that time period to get to that closing table after all the excitement, the drama, and the agita that comes with the whole process, right?
Sure.
And then take that picture of the client when they're finally finished and they've got that home, the first picture of their home. It's just an amazing experience.
What are some of the cool gifts that you've given out, Eric?
I try to be thoughtful with most folks. I've given out a 1969 signed baseball by the New York Mets.
Wow.
To one client.
That's a pretty deep.
Well, the client was originally from New York, and
Yeah.
he followed the Mets, and he hasn't lived in New York for several decades. And through talking, seeing houses, you talk, you get to know the people.
Yeah,
get
sure.
To know them.
Absolutely. Hope so.
And we talked about being, because I grew up in Flushing,
Okay.
which is where the Mets are from,
Absolutely.
pretty much.
City Field.
And I said, and the place he was buying was specific that he was going to have a nice place to display this ball.
Okay.
So I got him the baseball.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
a pretty cool story, man.
That's an amazing gift. Now, that doesn't mean everybody gets a signed baseball from the Mets. That just means
only the Yankee fans. I only give Yankee fans Mets balls from here on out.
I'm so excited.
And Red Sox fans.